What's going on, guys? Welcome back to the channel. In this video, we're going to be putting FSD 12.5 to the test once again. I'm going to put it through some more difficult scenarios than we did in the previous video, and I'm going to go back to the spot where it failed and tried to take me past the detour sign. So if you haven't seen my first FSD 12.5 video, I'll have it linked down in the description. Definitely go watch that one first and then come back to this one. But I'm going to try and find some more unique scenarios. I think I know where a roundabout is. We're just going to put it through a couple of the paces that you guys requested in the comments of the previous video and see if we can get any more interesting engagements. So we're on our way right now back to that little area where the detour sign was. And you'll have to pardon my voice. I'm still getting over being sick the last, week and a half or so. So the cough is still very present in the morning and it makes my throat and lungs feel a little bit uncomfortable. So if I sound a little wheezy or a little different, that's why. I did get a coffee, so hopefully we can drown this out a little bit. I have noticed that there's already a new version of FSD out. It's a point version, so 12.5.1 started going out last night. I haven't gotten it yet, but I will be sure to make a video on that the second I get that as well. I'm anxiously awaiting every time I see a new version for it to say something crazy like FSD now in the Cybertruck, because I will be all over that as soon as that's available. And especially Smart Summon and Banish, I'm so excited to test those out. But right now, this is kind of just, your run-of-the-mill city driving, nothing crazy, just stop signs. And I think we do have some speed bumps up here. So we'll see if it actually slows down for speed bumps. It's been my experience that it does. Yeah, here we go. Here's a speed bump. Slowed me way down for that. I've not seen that before. The little arrow turned yellow. That's interesting. Wonder what that means. All right, we have a kids crosswalk here. I don't think it saw that stop sign. It was hidden behind that pole because it slammed on the brakes right there. I wasn't watching this, so I couldn't tell if it registered on the navigation or not. There's another speed bump, and that had no lead car, so you can really tell that it's slowing down because of the speed bump and not because of the car in front of me. Going over a train track here. There is a stop sign right here. Okay, cool. It saw it, This is a four-way stop. Waited for that truck to turn and went. Wonderful. All right, we made it back over here to the east end, and we are going to try this same little stretch again, going across the street and then turning into the complex, and then we'll try the detour sign. Now, I did notice that the construction cones that were kind of at the very entrance where we kind of wove through them, those don't seem to be there anymore. It seems like they finished that construction, so I don't think we'll be able to see that again, but we'll see if everything else is still kind of closed off or not. They still have the roadwork sign, so maybe. We got some cars in our lane here. It's just gonna kind of go around them. All right, looks like we still do have a lane shift up here, according to this sign. Oh, yep, they're still here. Okay. So it's gonna try and turn again, not gonna work. So we're just gonna keep going straight. Once we get past here. So basically the same behavior as last time. And let's see if it takes that same turn again. Yep, it's gonna take it again. Love it. All right, we made it back to Krispy Kreme. And we're going into the do not enter. All right, so end of route is still a little bit awkward, but hopefully that gets sorted out sometime soon. They haven't really mentioned that as being a thing they're working on, like auto parking and things like that. And I don't understand why. Everything's already there. All like the components are there. They just have to combine them. And I don't know why they're not. All right, road closed sign. What are we gonna do? Road closed sign, detour ahead. It should just take this right here. It did not. Okay. Well, here we go, I guess. Okay, so it didn't try and make that turn, so that's good. It didn't try and sneak through the sign. It just brought me into this parking lot, and I'm just going to let it do its thing. We're just kind of creeping through the parking lot here, stopping in the middle of nowhere. Still creeping through the parking lot. Slow down for that guy. We're going to be taking a left here, which is good. And I guess we're just going to go straight across. I hope it doesn't try and take a left here. It is. It's taking a left. Okay. Well, we failed again. I'm going to report that. All right. Well, we failed that. So let's try and do it again. It did the first right thing, but it should have just gone straight. But instead it tried to go through that road closed sign again. We'll just hit start again. So it should just go immediately to the right, and it's not. Okay, that time it didn't get too close to the road closed sign. It just went right past. We're doing the same thing again where we're creeping through the parking lot. I've seen people point this out before. This version of FSD wants to go in reverse so freaking badly. You can even watch the little like guiding line. It wants to go backwards and it just is not allowed to. And so it struggles a little bit. Let's see if we've learned anything here, and I don't think we have because we are trying to turn left once again. You know what? I'm just going to let this person go. Dang. All right, I'm going to swing it back around again. All right, go right. Go right. Dang it. It's like it doesn't even know there's a right turn available there. It doesn't even like show on the map. All right, we got some pedestrians coming across here. All right. So we're doing the same thing. We're going back into this parking lot again. All right, let's see. We're turning left again. Okay, come on. Well, you had your turn signal on. Yep, it's going left again. Okay. All right, well, we're calling that a fail, guys, because it was going to continue to turn left, and there was just too much traffic. So no matter how many times we tried it, it did not work. So we're going to have to chalk that up to an L, and hopefully they can get that sorted when FSD can actually read road signs. All right, we finally made it over here to this part of town. Quite a distance here, but we're going to take it through this roundabout that's over on the left here. See how it does on that. We'll go through it and then back and just see how it does. And then we'll take it downtown, try to get into some traffic, see what happens. We're gonna go or what? Oh, I didn't have FSD on. I was like, why are we going? User error. I mean, based on the navigation, it looks like we're gonna handle this perfectly. I've seen some people commenting about roundabouts, and we really just don't have that many of them here in Louisville, Kentucky, specifically. Certain places we do for sure, but most of the time they're in like subdivisions and stuff. They're not on regular roads. So here we go, traffic circle. I mean, it's slowing way down, which is supposed to yield, so that's good. But I mean, yeah, just cruise right through it. I like how it comes to a stop. Oh, we got a Model Y in front of us. It comes to a stop at a stop sign and it waits, and then it starts going, and it will just continue going unless another car, you know, it was hard to see, so unless another car came through that woods on the left side, it was just going to keep cruising through. Previous versions would like stutter stop, scoot up, stutter stop, scoot up. And it was very jarring and uncomfortable to sit through for the most part. Like it would eventually do the move, but it just wasn't smooth. And the name of the game in 12.5 is smooth. Now we are going through the roundabout and then to the left. So we'll see. It's slowing down. It's cruising around. Hard turns here. Yep, going right through it. All right, well, we're into Norton Commons, which is basically the rich people neighborhood. So let's get out of here. I love your Rivian. Let me drive it, please. All right, we made it down here to the city, so we're gonna take it through some random parts of the city. We'll go ahead and give it a try and just put in some random stops and see if we can get some pedestrian interaction and so on and so forth. Wow, it whipped me out of there. That was quick. We are on our horses right away. Yeah, but I'm not really down here that much, especially since I'm out of school. And I used to work down here in one of the hospitals. But outside of that, unless I'm going to a sporting event, I'm just never down here. Okay, so I want you to turn here? You can't turn here, it's road closed. So another interesting road closure interaction here. Let's see what we end up doing. Didn't even mean to do this, but I'm guessing it's just gonna continue left once it turns. Yeah. I didn't touch anything. I think I'm gonna have to though. Maybe. 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 Yeah. All right. Well, tried to go through a closed road again. I kind of want to go back and do it again, but I kind of feel like it's just going to do the same thing based on my experiences today. So I don't think it's worth it. I know it doesn't require input from the navigation, but you would think since there are so many more modern mapping applications that could know that that road is closed or have fleet submitted reports, user submitted reports of road closures, that it would be able to kind of adapt to that a little bit better. Or just know that before it even tries to turn left that the road is closed. Okay. We were not stopping for that red light. Was not stopping for a red light. That was crazy. We were gonna fly straight through that light. That was really weird. I've never seen that before. So already on the city drive, we've had 2 critical interventions, and we just started. So some odd behavior, especially on that stoplight. Never seen that before. So this is a weird stoplight. We actually have to go through a couple lanes and then turn left. Yep, handled that perfectly. Nice. Feels like we've had our turn signal on for 20 minutes. Okay, so stopping for this stoplight. So that's another one of those examples where it knows it needs to get into the left lane, and so it kind of takes off that stoplight so it can get ahead of that car next to it. I've experienced that several times, which is, you know, the next best thing to just being in the left lane, right? So outside of that weird little beginning part with the detour and the stoplight, I mean, this has all been fine. So we've got this car in front of us turning, waiting for all these pedestrians, and we are not stopped. We are creeping forward with them And the second they move, we are gone. Love that. All right, so this is kind of crazy down here. We've got pedestrians. We've got some kind of festival or something going on. We've got other cars. We do have a green light now. Press accelerator to resume navigation. So we got some pedestrians coming across here. And it's creeping and creeping. And then the second that, oh, there we go. All right, the second that they left, we are on our way. And it's actually pulling me over to the side here. Okay, so it brought me to a stop. So this is the end of our first navigation. I mean, we got all kinds of stuff. We got a U-Haul truck in the road. It's just cruising right around that. No issues at all. Put me in the left turn lane here. All right, put us right into the left turn lane. All right, we got a left turn here with some pedestrians. Going right across, and we are turning right away. Nice. So that car came to a stop to turn into a parking garage, and we went right around them. Wish it would have done it a little sooner and without that kind of braking event. Just kind of swooped around them. We did not do that. No weird phantom braking for that truck that was turning. That is an improvement. It has not always been like that in the past. So I've got time for one more test on that stoplight before my GoPro is going to call it quits. And we're going to go ahead and do it. So we're going to go up here. We're going to pop over into the right lane. Just a whole couch right there. Nice. I love how it handles that. It's so smooth. Got a car coming across, and then we should be good to go. Yep. Just glides right into the turning lane. That's awesome. I want this light to be red. Because if it's green, it's just going to go right through it. You know what? it's green. I'm going to wait. I'm just going to wait a sec till it turns red. All right, I'm just going to do it so that it goes because I want it to see if it goes to this red light and stops. Okay, it did. It did stop that time. It slammed on the brakes, but it did stop. So, okay, good. We learned from that last one. I like to see that. Now let's go back to Cabela's and see if it can get us back on the highway from the city streets. And then we'll call it for this video. But like I said, 12.5.1 is already out, so I'll be sure to make an update once we get that. And if you guys have any other scenarios that you want me to try and put FSD through, definitely let me know. I liked how it stopped for that cyclist. I couldn't even see them. But yeah, if you guys have any other scenarios you want me to try and put it through, just drop them in the comments and I'll try and find a spot where I can do it. I've made comments in the past about it not feeling like how I drive and feeling a little lethargic. This actually may be more aggressive than I drive. So if you're not used to this kind of level of driving where it kind of whips around a little bit, maybe turn down the aggressiveness a tiny bit. I would like to see it kind of adapt to more congested areas of the city. Like if it's a little bit more populous and, you know, there's more stuff going on, maybe it automatically turns down the aggressiveness. And then when it gets into a little more free-flowing areas, it'll loosen up. But I'm sure we'll see something like that down the line. But it's putting us up here on the highway, no issues. I wouldn't expect there would be, but this is a weird little intersection here off the highway. Everything's pretty close together. Nice. All right, we're up on the highway. This should be smooth sailing from here. I'll let it run for a second and see if anything interesting happens. This little section up here where the highway goes into all these weird directions, it's called Spaghetti Junction, locally known as Spaghetti Junction. And let's see if FSD handles Spaghetti Junction perfectly, because some actual real drivers struggle with knowing which lane to be in. I'm going to assume FSD is going to do it better. Doesn't really need to do a turn signal there, but it's fine. It worked. Yeah, I mean, it handled it fine. No issues there. This has been over 2 hours of FSD miles. We're at about 41 miles on this current drive, and the only significant interventions have been the detour signs and the one stoplight. So still some work to be done for sure. It's growing, it's getting better. It really needs to figure out the detour stuff. It should never have tried to take me on that detour sign downtown. It should never have tried to even go that way. It should have been able to see there were signs and go straight or, you know, turn around or whatever the case may be. The one in the shopping center with the closed road, that one's annoying because it knew it couldn't go and it went past it and it tried to turn around. And then instead of just going straight, it kept trying to do it. Like it should know, I tried this once, it didn't work, so I need to find a different route. And it just isn't doing that yet. So hopefully that's coming soon, because that would make the whole experience feel a little bit more reactive. And it has felt pretty reactive so far. And hey, maybe 12.5.1 already fixed that kind of stuff. We'll see. I hope you guys enjoyed the video. If you did, drop a like. Let me know down in the comments again if you have any other scenarios that you want me to try out with FSD, and I'll be happy to put those in a follow-up video. And don't forget to hit subscribe so you don't miss every single new video the second I hit publish. We'll see you in the next one.